It happened so often that I could not score a single mark in LRDI section. I was afraid that this was going to happen on the CAT D day itself also. In a mock test that I gave 3 days before CAT, I scored 0 in LRDI section.
For the past year at Inside IIM, we have been conducting one-on-one career coaching sessions as counsel, short domain-specific courses as masterclasses, and university-affiliated certificate programs. Now, we are extremely excited to announce that we have a new home for all these highly rated programs in altuni.in. So, if you are looking to earn a high salary, get a promotion, switch jobs, click on the link in the description or just visit altuni.in. Thank you, enjoy the video, and don't forget to press the bell icon to never miss an update. Cheers.
Thank you everyone for joining in. I'm Shom Joshi and I'm going to talk about my journey from a third tier engineering institution to an IIM. I always had a plan to go for higher studies. Even I started preparing for GATE in my second year of engineering. But I soon realized that my inclination toward management as a field of education was more than engineering. I planned to give CAT in my final year when a tragedy struck me. In the final year of my engineering, my mother passed away. I was shocked, shaken till my core. I was not able to give any kind of competitive exam that time or even study. I was so shaken that I thought of leaving everything behind. But when I look at that phase, the hardest phase of my life, that duration of time gave me the perseverance and gave me that resilience that drives me today. I completed my mechanical engineering and I was conferred departmental topper. After engineering, I thought I should take some time to recover from the shock that I had received. I decided to prepare for CAT in January 2020. As I was residing in a small city, I decided to move to a larger city to get better guidance and proper training. Belonging from a small city, the resources available to me for CAT preparation were limited. Also, there was no precedent before me who had made it from my college to an IIM. The dream was big, and the opportunities that I had for preparation and guidance that I required was not available. Hence, I decided to move, keeping all these points into consideration, to a bigger city so that I get proper training from a coaching class. The attitude required for CAT and undergrad degrees are very different. When you talk about engineering in special, we are going to get a lot more focus on concepts and understanding the applications of those concepts. But CAT tests you beyond that point. CAT checks your mettle on 3 different levels. After it has checked your concepts and your application understanding, it checks your decision making ability. Which questions are you solving? Have you thought about the selection of the questions that you will be getting in a CAT and which questions you will be targeting for? It also looks for your way of application. Knowing how to solve a question and knowing how to solve a question proficiently, accurately, and with greater speed than an average student is a lot more important in CAT. And lastly, CAT also checks your own understanding of your own knowledge. Coaching classes helped me get into this CAT mindset by guiding me through these intricacies of CAT preparation. I got better at each and every aspect of the exam in due time. The trick to overcoming the online preparation part is to create an offline emulator for yourself. You can get a desk, you can get a chair, and try to recreate the offline environment that you would have gotten. When we are in our home space, we get comfortable and we try to procrastinate. It's better to have a schedule and sticking to it. Also, while you are attending classes, try to take out notes. All the session examples that have been discussed, try to practice them after the session, and even beyond that point, go and solve more questions that you can find. Supplementing your preparation with a coaching class is a very wonderful idea. Also, I tried to supplement my own preparation by reading a lot. I was very awful at remembering all the rules of grammar and the rules of sentence structure. Hence, I tried to get that intuitive understanding of knowledge by getting a lot of reading done in a very short period of time. I was getting habitual to reading at a higher speed and reading through a wide variety of genres. I think this strategy can help you build your own intuition in terms of language for VARC section. I noticed that my motivation level started going down in the month of July and August. The main reason behind this was mock scores. I was getting good mock scores initially, and I will be honest with you, those scores made me complacent. I thought that I am preparing quite well and I don't need to give any more mocks. I started to skip mocks and my motivation levels were already low. I think this might be a time where you can improve and not make the mistake that I did. Don't skip the mocks. Try to analyze and improve on your weak areas. In September, I realized my mistake. Skipping mocks was not a good idea. But then in September, I started preparing very rigorously. I gave mocks on very stringent schedule. I worked hard on my concepts and strategy at the same time, keeping them in balance. Cut to the October, I was scoring zeros in my LRDI section. My morale was an all-time low and I was thinking that what strategy could get me out of this seemingly deep trench. That's when I formulated a strategy which was suited to people like me who are struggling in LRDI, and I'm going to share it with you. There are 3 points that I focused on. First was familiarity. If you practice a wide variety of questions and wide variety of approaches, you'll get understanding of the underlying frameworks that these questions are built upon. If you solve different diverse framework based questions like puzzles, seating arrangements, or any different type of scheduling questions, you can get n number of frameworks in your mind. Once you get familiar with the question sets and the frameworks that they have, it becomes easier to solve in the question paper. The second point is going for selection. When you select a set, think about it very wisely. If you select a wrong set, basically what a wrong set means is that it will waste your time. Halfway through the set, you realize that it can't be solved by in the time frame that you have. So you skip that set. Now you have wasted the time and you don't have any marks in your hand. Hence, selection becomes an important thing. You try to optimize your selection process by carefully reading the question and trying to get that one data point which can make that set open. And talking about data points, the third point is data. Understanding the data given in every question is very important. If you select data points which are given in a direct form, the question would be a lot more easier. If you can get inferential data only from the question, I'd suggest you to skip it. 3-pronged approach helped me to get from a 0 scoring mock 3 days before CAT to 97 percentile in CAT D-Day. I will suggest you all to please focus on making a strategy which is very effectively tailored for your own strengths and weaknesses. After CAT results came out, I was shocked actually, but surprisingly shocked. I was not expecting this much of good result, but then I realized the second round of this marathon is going to get happening, which is interview rounds. Interview rounds are, I suppose, more harder than the CAT phase. As a fresher, I was going to give a formal interview for the first time in my life. I remember my first mock interview. When I came out of the interview hall, I was sweating like anything. I was thinking like the game of interviews and the game of CAT are very different from each other. Belonging from a Tier 3 institute and a fresher, I was not accustomed to interview environment as such. Also, not a competitive environment where interviews were conducted at such a high stake like B-school admissions. I tried to gauge where I was standing and where I needed to go. When that logical connection was made between these 2 points, that where I was and where I wanted to go, the interview preparation became quite easy. I was just trying to get my weaknesses and working upon them. The fact that I belonged to a not so great college was a point which actually chipped away at my confidence. An interview process, if it is not about anything else, it is about confidence. So once I realized that the point of belonging to a Tier 3 college was the reason that I was so motivated and so driven to achieve the goal of getting into IIM, the barrier was removed and my confidence levels started to rise again. The mock interviews gave me a space where I could get out of my comfort zone and try out new things. Once you get into the phase where you are accustomed to the interview process and you are accustomed to the environment that it provides you, it becomes very easy. I'll suggest you to prepare your answers and test them out in a mock scenario. When I received that mail that I was selected into IIM Ranchi, I was on cloud 9. My father was so proud that he could not express his feelings in words. And frankly, so did that I was feeling a moment where all your efforts result out in something good and you feel appreciated for all the efforts that you took. My preparation gave me the confidence to come on this platform of Inside IIM and share my story with you. I'll be coming with more such tips, tricks, strategies, and prospective potential career graphs so that you can build your learning trajectory around it. Especially guiding those students who are like me from Tier 3 or Tier 4 engineering colleges and want to crack that barrier of IIM. This is Shivam Joshi and I'll see you in the next video.